Now, what does it look like when you want to triage some of these findings? So what I can do is we'll take a look at some SCA issues. So if I go to my SCA scan, one thing that I can do is I can take these results and export an SBOM from these. So if I want to generate a software bill of materials, I can do that here and import that into another third-party tool if I want. So I can do that. Another thing I can do is I can also generate an open source report. One thing that this report does is that it lists out the SCA libraries that were found in my scan, and also shows me what license is involved with each one of those libraries. It also gives me sort of a risk associated with each one of those libraries. So if I have a risky license like OpenGPL 2 or something like that, I can address that. So you can see I have 76 items here, and here's the different licenses and the different versions as well. Now, if you look at the library tab in the portal, you can see that there's also information about library and license, as well as a dependency graph, which shows you the chain of dependencies associated with this SCA library. Now, the actual vulnerabilities are going to be included in the issues. So if I swap to the issues, I can take a look at the vulnerabilities. What CVE am I dealing with? What's the description of the issue? What version do I need to upgrade to? And if there is a URL for an external reference for the issue, here it is. I also wanted to point out that AppScan can also detect if a particular SCA library contains malware as well. So you can see that. It can also show you whether or not a library has the latest version of that library as well. So AppScan SCA can also show you the EPSS score, which is the exploit prediction scoring system, which is how likely a issue is to be exploited in the next 30 days. So you can use this to help you triage. So AppScan can also automatically close issues, whether it's SCA, SAS, DAST, or IAST, whenever a rescan is done. So on this rescan, you can see that this log4j issue was set to fixed because it was not there upon rescan of the application. Now, if you focus on only the remaining issues after the rescan, there are 3 issues here. If I change the status of these 3 issues, that status change will be reflected in the VEX data in the SBOM export. So the first one, this medium issue, I'm going to set this medium issue to in progress to indicate it's being worked on. The second issue, I'm going to set this one to be noise. Maybe I have determined that for whatever reason this is a false positive, or it's not in the exploit path, or what have you. And the last one I'm going to leave open. And now I'm going to generate an SBOM. All right, and once I generate this SBOM, you can see these statuses are going to be reflected in the resulting SBOM. So the first issue, you can see the status is under investigation. This is the one that I put in progress, so that's under investigation. Right. The second issue is not affected, and the justification is vulnerable code not in execute path, just as I put in the portal. And then the last one, the statement is upgrade package to version greater than or equal to 10.17.1.0. So it's just telling you what version it needs to be upgraded to be fixed.